E3 2010 continues here at GameSpot.com. We've got the guys from Bungie here. We've got Mike Zack and Lars Bakken from Bungie showing off a little Halo Reach. Welcome, guys. Happy to have you here.
Thanks for having us.
I know people are excited. They want to see this game. I kind of want to just dive in and let you guys take over. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about this game. Another Halo game. Where do we even start with Halo Reach?
Well, Halo Reach is the last Bungie Halo title, and we think it's our most ambitious to date by far. We've been working on it for 3 hard years, and we think it's our parting gift to our fans who've stuck with us for like 10 years.
And there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of.
And hopefully also, it's the perfect jumping off point for new people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a standalone prequel.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to show the campaign, I believe is where we're going to start, correct?
We're going to do a campaign playthrough. It's a bit more of an extended look at what we showed at the keynote. Okay. And since this is a live demo of Halo, it's the Halo sandbox, so things change, and it's different every time we play it, which is what makes it exciting.
Should we just jump in and I'll just ask questions as we go? Let's do it. So is there any setup needed, or are we going to see?
This is a mission that takes place about halfway through the campaign. Okay. The Covenant have been hitting the UNSC ground forces really hard on Reach, and Kat, our second in command to Carter, the main commander of the Noble team, she comes up with a plan to take the fight back to the Covenant. Okay. So it's her crazy idea.
Bit of a hike to the launch facility.
Any closer? It's too hot to land.
Copy that, Commander.
Move up the beach, Noble.
So you're here with your squad mates.
That's right. This is the first time in a Halo game you get to play alongside a team of Spartans. Right. You play Noble 6, who's a new recruit to Noble team. And you're playing along with Carter, the leader, Kat, second in command. She's got the robot arm there, and George, who's the heavy.
And I would imagine they would all have sort of different specialties, different abilities?
Absolutely, different characters for all of them.
Do you have control over your squad mates, or are they doing their own thing?
They're doing their own thing. Also notice the return of the Elite as your principal adversary.
Tell me about weapons. That's a good place to... People always like to talk about the weapons in the Halo franchise.
So right now, Lars is carrying the classic AR. And you're also going to see a couple other weapons, depending on what happens in the fight here, what he picks up and what he switches to. I'll call them out when we see them. Oh. Carter just did an armor lock there, which is one of the armor abilities. It's available to the player as well. Okay. And Lars just switched to the grenade launcher.
That's like temporary invulnerability or something?
Yeah, armor lock makes you invulnerable for a certain period of time, and then when you bust out of it, it gives off an EMP that stuns vehicles and takes down shields.
Is that something that recharges after use, or?
Yeah, you can see in the lower left-hand corner is your equipment or your armor ability. Right now, Lars has sprint enabled, and there's a cooldown timer on it. You can swap it out at various points in campaign. Lars just picked up a new Covenant weapon. I believe this is the first time it's been seen. This wasn't available in the multiplayer beta, so this is a brand new look for people.
Nice. So can your squad mates die or not get knocked out, or how does that work?
Noble team are important members of the campaign, so they're fictional characters who play into the narrative. But you do have squad mates, trooper squad mates like in previous Halos.
Red shirt?
Yeah. And they perish. Lars just assassinated an elite there.
Nice. So is there a sense of that one of them can get knocked out and you have to revive them, or do they pretty much take care of themselves?
I mean, we bring them into encounters to, add character and flavor at certain points, but there's certainly times when, they don't try and kill steal from you. There's a cool companion, but I think there's a balance between how much they engage and how much they hang back. They're not always there with you necessarily.
Saber is prepped and ready for launch.
Struts disengaged. Commencing launch in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2.
See what happens. Yeah, very dramatic.
First stage engine current nominal. Stage separation in 3, 2, 1. Stage separation. Second stage ignition confirmed.
I would call this a new vehicle, guys.
You are correct, sir. Yeah, so in addition to the classic Halo gameplay we brought back, we also wanted to give players the chance to do things they'd never done in a Halo game before, to make Reach a really unique experience. And one of those big reveals that we're showing for the first time at E3 now is the Saber, which is a space flight vehicle. And this is a full sandbox experience here. It's not a rail. Lars is controlling it. He can switch weapons, he can do tricks, he can boost. He's going to fly nice and slow for the first little while just to get used to it, and then you get to see how this new vehicle performs in battle.
Combat Air Patrol and Saber teams are directed to engage and defend the station.
So looks like things are about to get real.
On target.
Banshee has to be in range. Another for me.
Nice shooting.
How do you control this?
So it's very similar, sort of intuitive controls like a lot of our vehicles. Left thumbstick is speed control. Left trigger is boost. Left shoulder button in combination with the left stick will pull some tricks. There's rolls and Himmelmans might be required depending on how intense the fighting becomes. This first wave of Banshees is a little bit of popcorn, but it's not going to be so easy the whole time. And then we actually mirror our classic weapon switching on the Y button, so you can actually